Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, if I were to give you $1 million right now, what would be the first thing that you'd do, or the first thing that you'd buy, or just where you put your money into? Let me know in the comments section down below. And guys, I've been trying to update you all with the news a little bit sooner over on Twitter, so make sure you also go ahead and follow that one, all right? The DustDBC, the ratio is a little bit off. It doesn't matter though. It's just handy if you want to see the articles that I post in these videos a tad bit earlier. Now, starting it off, really important subject. It is Jed McCaleb's XRP. However, the title reads, "Here's how much XRP former CTO has left after another dumping spree." I'm going to tell you guys completely honestly, I do not think how much XRP he has is really relevant. You guys know how my updates are, right? I'll tell you exactly what I think is going to happen, exactly what I think is going to do to the price. In this case here, Jed McCaleb having a lot of XRP. Jed McCaleb, by the way, for those that do not know, is the co-founder and co-creator of XRP slash Ripple. He had a ton of XRP gifted to him at the start, and then since he founded Stellar, he basically wanted to dump all his XRP logically. And what that kind of resulted in is there was constant selling pressure. Now, was this bad for the price? I'm going to say no, didn't really matter. Then again, will it be good once he's done selling? I would say yes, because we've basically had a huge transfer of wealth from one big whale who is bearish to just a lot of bullish little kids, so to speak, right? So that's definitely nice to hear. Will it really give a surge instantly? I don't think so, unless maybe the moment that he's sold out completely. Maybe that moment will have a little surge just in a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. That could be happening. And when is that going to be? Most likely somewhere around July. We're going to have to watch it because it changes depending on the volume of XRP, the amount of XRP coins that he can sell. Having said that, guys, make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We give updates every single day, all throughout the day, so make sure you are part of the family. And yes, guys, it is literally a family, every single one of you I love. So, Bank XRP posted, Ripple CEO Barry Garlinghouse, the United States is the only country on the planet that has viewed XRP as a security. It's so important for the industry to have clarity. Innovation in the USA is in some way on trial. We saw this post a little bit earlier, right? And we covered it. However, it's the second post which is where it gets interesting. Ripple's Chris Larsen, 10 years in, will still don't have the regulatory clarity, and that's holding back the US. Why has XRP been singled out? Two parts, right? One is, yes, the USA right now is kind of halting themselves because they don't have a proper regulatory framework. That's definitely quite a chore, quite a difficult thing for them because, well, if they had, they would have so many new companies popping up and just so many more companies operating properly following the guidelines of the SEC or whatever body would make up those rules. But since they don't have clear rules, nor can you really ask for guidance because they keep telling you we don't know either, well, then you're kind of diminished. How can you call it? Like, they're just not being able to function properly. At least that is my opinion. And the bottom part here, talking about Chris Larsen, actually mostly refers to the fact that, ooh, this is not his best picture. It looks really fake like this. Maybe you guys can see it on your small phones. I don't know what you're watching on. Some people watch it on the television. That is cool. I like that. This video is mostly actually about him saying that it's been so long and XRP has been singled out within this lawsuit. It's debatable because you've had a couple of crypto lawsuits which are interesting, but if you compare it to, for example, on an Ethereum or a Bitcoin, well, those didn't get a lawsuit, and why not, right? Why didn't those two get it? That's definitely a question you can ask yourself because if you start to think about it, EOS, TZAS, Kin, and whatever, all the other ones who got some lawsuits with the SEC, well, they were definitely different in essence, and the problem was always regarding a sale, which we discussed before. Now, if you talk about EOS and talk about Ethereum, they have more in comparison to each other than XRP has. So in the end, I think regardless of what's going to happen, the worst case is going to be Ripple paying a fine. But in the middle, the question is why did they get sued? Why did they specifically get sued? Why didn't they get the same treatment that Ethereum did or some easy type of lawsuit like EOS did? Because, well, they're being sued right now, but also the founders, right, for the signature part. Why? There's so many freaking questions. And a second part is him basically talking about climate and how XP will kind of survive all of that, or at least it's what the SEC is going to go after. But we'll talk about that in another video coming up later today. By the way, I had some crazy nice dinner today. It's been a good day for me, man. How you guys feeling? I'm feeling good. All right, moving on. That was a little side note. Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse feels confident in SEC lawsuit. Larson says XRP is being singled out. Once more, it's specifically what's been happening right now, right? XRP has been singled out. They're calling Ripple crazy for asking more things of the SEC, some more insights and whatnot. It's also perplexing. Why all these countries are allowing it and US is like, no, we don't want it. Why? I just cannot get it. If every country were to be against XRP for all the same reason, I would get it a little bit more. But the United freaking States, the free freaking, that's supposed to be the most, free-ish country in the world where you can just do anything, right? Specifically in business, it's like it should be really open, specifically to world-changing technology. But it seems like they have a big problem with it, and I don't really get why. Then, two main reasons why XRP will continue to chart this price trajectory. The only thing I have to say is, man, make sure you watch XRP closely for the next week or so. Bitcoin, of course, is going to determine right now where it's going to be heading, but XRP literally broke out, and we have two important dates. Today, literally for the lawsuit, and usually the day after such a date, the price goes up. Keep that in mind. And we have the 30th, which the same thing applies. Both of these are bullish dates for Ripple, not the SEC, so most likely the price will react positively to it, but hey, just putting a heads up here and let's watch it unfold, right? Of course, it can always go down. None of this is financial advice, nor is it certainty. Here they're saying XRP excelling globally again as the US plays hardball, and personality matters, basically the back end of it all. Alongside a large community that supports the project, Ripple Labs also boasts some of the most respected individuals in the cryptography and computer science space. David Swartz, CTO, Nick Bugales, XP Ledger developer, and Vitsa Vind. And so, back from the dead, well, I would say XP really was never dead. It's just been kind of, had a thumb on its head for a little while, but they never really were dead. They never really were, in my opinion. Then another completely side question, or article, German finance regulator issues warning about Binance's stock offerings. So everybody that's actually bought that or been getting into it, I've been thinking here for a little while. Aren't there going to be some massive issues with that? Just at one point or another. I'm just thinking now, tokenized stocks. It is something we talked about over in the interview/discussion with George from Cryptos R Us a little bit ago. But I've still been thinking about it. Like, are there going to be some lawsuits? Are there going to be some really big just problems with authorities? Because, well, if I'm thinking about it here, it's really difficult to buy stocks from completely different continents. And there's most likely some heavy restrictions there for some things. Are they not going to get in some bigger problem for it? I was thinking that the other day, and now I'm seeing here, German finance regulator issues warning about Binance's stock token offerings, just to be warned about it. The notice goes on to state, the public offering of securities without an approved prospectus constitutes, unless an exception applies, a violation of the prospectus obligation under Article 3, Paragraph 1 of the EU Prospectus Regulation. Okay, this actually comes down to, they're doing this stuff without the proper permission. That's kind of the TLDR. Contrary to Article 3, Paragraph 1 of the EU Prospectus Regulation, no prospectuses have been published for the public offers of Binance, Deutschland, GmbH, and Co. KG. There are no indications of an expectation to the prospectus requirement. Okay, so once more, what it comes down to is, well, they most likely don't have the proper documents. It's once more confirmed they don't have the proper documents, and then there's most likely not going to be a document, right? That's what it comes down to. And the documents is basically they need to have a lot of things in order to sell this type of stuff. And they might not have it, or they might have not made it public. The thing is, though, what I think about as well, the notice named a firm called Binance Germany GmbH. I'm thinking here, if Binance did this, they most likely have it, properly arranged, right? Because they can't just go for a multi-billion-dollar industry once more and getting so much extra volume, so much extra popularity without knowing their stuff. At least to me, it sounds really strange that they would do that or are in a position to do that. They can't have a scandal like that going on. They're the most popular exchange ever. That would really hurt them. So I don't think that's going to be anything bad, but hey, at least we've been warned. I guess I like it. Worst case, by the way, a violation of the prospectus obligation constitutes an administrative offense occurring to 24 paragraph 3 number 1. It can be punished with a fine of up to 5 million euros or 3% of the total turnover of the last financial year. Okay, so this last part, if it's only referring to Binance Germany, I don't think that's going to be too bad. If it's 3% of the total turnover of the last financial year of Binance, that's going to be a really hefty fine. But 5 million euros, I don't think is going to be that much, as I think they make frickin' bank, right? I think they make frickin' bank. Then Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse feels really good about the legal fight with the SEC. Keep this in your mind, right? We are all extremely bullish on the Ripple also right now, and I don't think there's many people in the community, or even in just the Bitcoin maxi community, that actually think that Ripple will lose. It's something you should keep in your head, because if you do this way off of risk to reward, well, if XRP is not really on a good side of yours, then that's kind of strange, right? I'm not going to say you should actually buy the coin, nor that you should actually buy more, or anything like that. I'm just saying my risk to reward basically shows, okay, if I buy XRP, I am basically betting that they're going to win this lawsuit, and if they do, the price is definitely going to pump quite ridiculously, right? That's basically the way out that I'm making, and I definitely believe in that little story right there. Now, if they were to lose, I'd lose my money. Okay, it would go down. But what are the odds of them losing? It's so ridiculously small that it's definitely worth it to bet on XRP. Again, in my opinion, I'm just putting that out there. There's not that many people that actually think they will lose this one. And again, if you're looking for a platform to trade on with leverage, Bybit is the one I use. Right now, there's a freaking ton of bonuses. If you're from the US or UK, make sure you use a VPN. A link for that is down below too. But they have no KYC, so it's freaking easy like that. They won't ban accounts even if you log in from the UK or the US by accident. You just need to use a VPN the next time. It's simple. Just go check it out. There's freaking support here as well whilst you're using this. It's as simple as it can be. It's pretty good, and I use it myself all the time, as you guys most likely know. A link is down below. Use that one if you also want to support me, and there are some specific trading competitions / a $1,610 bonus in total. Not sponsored, by the way, none of this. I'm just telling you because I like it myself, and once more, you're also supporting the channel that way, so why not? If you haven't done it yet, make sure you press the like button if you want these videos to just come out in rapid freaking pace. Whenever there's news, I cover it as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Don't forget to subscribe either, because there are some cool videos coming up later today.